everyone, welcome to the channel. So it is May 11th 2025. We got some aggressive Dominator Tyrants out there who feel that they deserve the inheritance and the position of a feminine dignitary. They want to replace her, but she's got wrinkles and obvious characteristics that they're having difficulty matching. Apparently they've already tried it, and somebody that they tried to replace her with has been rejected because it's obvious that she was an actress trying to pull off a fast one. Apparently these are Masons. They're sending out a henchman and a hitman or something, and they are traveling those roads again. Like they haven't been out here for a while, and they're gonna be making their way somewhere towards somebody. They gotta capture this woman, obtain her chariot, her spiritual chariot, and her ship, and control her wealth and avert her opportunity to leave behind this legacy that she is building and creating. She's a dignitary, and people's hearts are changing. These Dominator Tyrants who have been of a patriarchal nature, they want to continue commanding the wealth that belongs to generational lineage, when that wealth actually comes through the mother. They want it. So here, let us check right in and see how this is working out for everybody. I'm going to take the positive aspects for the collective. So Spirit Divine, Holy Spirit, please remove all negativity or any interference in this read, and let us tell the collective what is happening with this patriarchy system trying to squash, yet again, the feminine dignitaries who are trying to bring everything back into a more natural world. Well, we've got the Two of Cups here. So you're working together. Look, inheritance and celebration. So this is what you've got coming to you, King of Pentacles, and you've got somebody here who wants to take that away from the natural masculine and feminine who are of love, right? They want to dominate it, and they want to the more pain these people can cause others, the happier they are, because that means they got stronger control over them and their minds. So Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, how's this working out for the collective and for their abuser, please, or their wannabe tyrant, dominator, ruthless overlord? How's this working out for the collective, please, Spirit, Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit? Please give us a story. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reversed. So they missed their opportunity here. They're completely void, is what the Divine said last night. They're void. They have nothing. They have no wealth. They have no love. They have nothing. They want to take it from the mother, who this curator is trying to convince people that he knows she's the savior, when all this time he was certain that it wasn't her. Now all of a sudden he's trying to convince people that it is her because she's the strongest one, and he wants to trap her essence, her energy, her soul. They want the tissue that has already come through a magnificent, what do they call that when you go through lots and lots of trials? They call it an initiation. So she's been initiated. She is eligible for this dignitary position, and they want to knock her down. But they've lost their opportunity here, and they want to take it from her. So they're using magic. It could be that they're challenged because their magic isn't working. They're having challenges manifesting this. In the subconscious, they're thinking about this person's love. So this woman is full of love. Her cup is full. It's overflowing. There is a proposal in a marriage. It could be that people love her. And we've got the Five of Cups in the reverse. So, you know, there's love. There is acceptance, finding peace, proposals in marriage. She's gained here, and they lost their opportunity for it. So now they're wanting to, the curator was asking his brohos, okay guys, what do you want to do with her? That's what he was asking last night. So they're making a plan to send out a henchman. Now these people got neon green blood, man, or they're in service to them, because I saw one go splat last night. It was really incredible. In the recent past, please, Spirit. Page of Swords in the reverse. Deception, manipulation. Intentions and expectations, please, Spirit. Divorce. So they've been, so they, you know, they're very deceptive. They've been very manipulative. Their expectation is that they're going to be cut out. They're getting cut out of your energy. They got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They don't have what you have. You've got the Ace of Cups overflowing here, and you're finding peace. You've got acceptance here. People want love, man. So in the near future, hard work. The Eight of Pentacles and the upright. Skill development, mastery, high standard, mastery. In the lenses being looked through, please, Spirit. New love. So somebody's going to be, they were talking about that too. They want somebody to send somebody in to gain a relationship so that they can be connected to your celestial ship and all of your spiritual inheritance and all of that connected gnosis. In the environment, we've got 10 of Wands. It could be a completion of your heavy burden or the start of theirs. Take it as an endings. It's an ending. The result of true will. The final manifestation. Result of true will, recognition, continuation, realization, and endings. This is the ending of your burden. Hopes and fears. So you may be balancing many things. Many things might be going on, and balance is being brought to that. This is union and love, a settling of the energy within duality, a proper balance. Not this one-sided, egotistical, dominator, tyrant, bullpucky. And the outcome, please, Spirit, the outcome. Maintaining control. You are protected. You're persevering. You have defense here. These ones feel that they are in competition with you. They feel that they deserve your position because they have a high idea about who they are, even though they're completely void. They have no love. They have no energy. They have no financial, spiritual wealth. All they are is brutality and a need to squash people. The more pain they can bring you, the better they feel about it. You've got mastery here within this competition. Queen of Wands is moving on. So you're very passionate about your life. You're insisting on living it. This is the dignitary they want to squash. They want to capture her and they want to stop her from speaking. They don't want her to leave a legacy. She's a very powerful woman, according to these ones who hate her, and she's moving on. She wants to, apparently there's a group of folks that are with her that want to get away from these cosmetics, these masks that people wear. They want to return to authenticity and transparency so they don't have to guess or wonder, who's trying to pull a fast one. They want everything to be, what do they call that? Cracker Barrel. Plain, simple, a return to, transparency, plain, simple. Don't overdo it. Don't dress it up. Just be what it is. And these people, the Hierophant's bringing about a freaking 5 of Pentacles for these people. The Most High, they've lost. God is here, man. And these people who thought that they were all that there was are finding out something else. There's a feminine that is with them, working with them. She's concerned about myths. So they're doing their research. They're discussing mythological creatures or beings. See, they thought that they had taken you all out. You're original. You're like the original human being without alteration, genetic manipulation. Apparently you didn't go get a whole bunch of injections, or you didn't undergo any CRISPR technology or any of that. If they chipped you, the chip isn't working. You're not programmable. You're a star being. You're a sun. You embody the essence of the sun. You're a Christed being, a luminary. And they really thought that they had gotten rid of all you all. They really did. There's travel plans being made for those who are casting illusions. They're in fear. It could be that they're suffering an illusion. They're in fear, having anxiety attacks. They want to travel forward and do a thing to this woman, but she's here with her love, and there will be, in the lover. It could be that she has a partner. In the midnight hour, they were talking about whether or not this person was possessive. Like, did he want to share? Did he mind sharing? That's what these Dominator masculines do. They pass around their wives or whatever like they're just a piece of candy. And apparently this one is not into that. He doesn't want anybody to partake in the flower that he loves. It's a deep love, and it's the strength of two together. So very, very quickly, they're shining a light on stuff as soul searching, and we've got the 10 of Pentacles. There's an inheritance here. And these ones who are trying to come after you, they're going to get disconnected because of the truth. The truth is out, and they're getting disconnected. See, you're sharing your wealth, and they're in a freaking nightmare and a 10 of Swords energy about this. They don't want you to give the wealth away. See, the mother is a nurturer. The mother is a caregiver. The mother isn't envious, jealous, or stingy or greedy. She gets the reward from the divine, and she spends it on caring for her family, whether it be in the actual home or in the community or where in the world, however that goes. These ones are really upset about that because they are Dominator tyrants, and they want to control the purse strings of the generational wealth. So apparently they're in a nightmare because that's over. It's over. They no longer have it. You've got a team here collaborating together, building something new in the community, and they've got the 9 of Pentacles. They want a different life, and they're building it together. That's just the way it's going to be. Strength of 2. Union. Faithful, loyal love. Faithful, loyal love. Okay, that's a good start. So we've got our sage here lit up. All right. So these Dominator tyrants who have been controlling the wealth and all of the economic systems of the world for centuries on the light and energy of luminary beings have lost their opportunity for this wealth. They made a bad investment. They missed their chance. They've lost their opportunity because this reunion, because the love has come together. The lovers have united. They're calling them a myth. These two, in months previous, before, when there were a lot more jackwagons out there, feminine and masculine, they said that they walked through it. They didn't cheat. They didn't gain a contract. They didn't give in. They didn't cave. They didn't sell their soul. They suffered. And they walked through the valley of the shadow of death and all of the abuses that it brought them, and they have reunited here. And so those tyrants have lost their opportunity. It could be they've lost their opportunity for wealth as well as a reunion. They've lost their opportunity for wealth because of this reunion. They could be challenged either by getting their magic to work, or they're challenged because these two together are very, very powerful and they can manifest whatever it is they want. Whatever it is they dream of, whatever it is they think, they can bring light and love to this world. And there's unfinished business here. So business is being done, man. It's going down, like down, boom, baby. Because love is in the air. Love is in the air. And there's acceptance of love. People prefer love. It's easier, man. Bring it back to simplicity. Who wants to paint their face up and pretend to be something they're not when they could just be? And be accepted. Transparently, right? So they made mistakes, man. They made mistakes. It could be that there's some personal setbacks here. They have to move on. They have to accept the fact that love is the new simple rule. That's all that it needs. Love will guide you to stop hurting people. Love will guide you to stop hurting yourself. Anything running through your mind that sounds other than I like me is a manipulation. And, people are tired of it. So we've got deception and manipulation in the recent past. One's forgiveness. Those deceivers and manipulators of the past, they want forgiveness here. But you already know that forgiveness for these ones means permission to continue doing what they're doing. So they want forgiveness because they're getting divorced. They're getting cut out. You're not going to supply them with your services anymore. It's like they're not going to benefit off of your suffering. One of the messages last night, the people never wanted to trade pain for divine connection. They never wanted that, but this is what they offer. And so they've lost their opportunity here. They've been found unworthy, and they're getting divorced out of the energy of the collective. The collective doesn't want what they're selling anymore. They don't want to accept the gift of pain in trade for divine connection. They don't want it. So we've got hard work here. Skill, high standard skill development here in the near future. Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. They cannot separate you from love. You are learning new skills together. Your mastery. Together, you are mastery. Because you are love. You are this big old beautiful cup of love. And you can look at this. Alone and together. So alone, you were in this burden. And together, with this love that is between you, you're completing it. It's over. They can't separate you from the love that you have together. We do have a Page of Cups here. And the values So your values are together. So you have the same values. You have the same values, and it's not about money. It's not about money. It's about simplicity. It's about authenticity. It's about this beautiful connected, let me peer into your eyes, darling. Let me look into your soul. It's about the purity of that. It's not about sex magic or using the sperm of this masculine, which one of these feminines was upset about last night. She was talking about she had been disconnected from this man's sperm, and she was quite upset about it. She can't do anything without it. She can't frame him. She can't set him up. She can't use his energetic signature and the fluids of his body to do what it is she needs to do. There's a completion of this heavy burden. Because the connection has been mended. Your hearts are together. Because this connection has been mended, this is a completion of that heavy burden that you both were carrying while you were separated. Now that you're together, it's over. They can't do it anymore. It's much, much easier because you are masters. When you come together, you are masters. You can bring light to the darkest situations. You are balanced. No matter what's going on, no matter how much of it is going on, you can bring balance and harmony to it. You have escaped. You've escaped these ones. It's over. And you've got the 7 of Wands here. You're protected. You're persevering. Your boundaries are up. You're going to whack somebody in the head with that stick. You've got perfect defense within this challenge. Secrets. There could be secret societies. You're maintaining control. Commitment. It could be a secret commitment. A secret commitment. Like nobody may know what it is, who it is, where it is. It could be a spiritual commitment where faces are hidden and nobody really knows what's going on. You've got this secret commitment, maintaining control. And these egoic people are getting what they gave. They're getting exactly what they put out there. They're being held back. This is an unexpected outcome. They missed their opportunity. They sabotaged themselves. It's just the way that it is. They're heartbroken. They cannot get into your space. They can't get into your space. They can't get into your head. They can't astral project. They can't do any of that. People are gossiping about this. People are talking and they don't know what to do because you're coming into your destiny, and this shadow side is connected to this sex in the dark. This is how they operate. Like I mentioned, this woman, there was a woman here using the fluids of this person who can't, his and her love cannot be matched. But there was a nefarious woman out here using the sperm of this fellow to do whatever it is that she needed to do, and she can no longer do that. So they neglected to give you whatever it is you needed. They're feeling your absence. They can't do anything without those fluids, and this liar is feeling overwhelmed and stressed out. So it could be that they want to talk to you about this new chapter. It could be that these parties who have been reunited, who have been mended in the heart space, who cannot be separated, they want to actually talk to each other because there's an understanding of exactly what has been going on here. And those who were daydreaming of taking the place of this woman, they are in disagreement, or people are disagreeing with them. It's like, get out of here. I heard last night that she had been rejected. She was coming in as a doppelganger, as a replacement, and she had been rejected. Apparently, this woman actually has wrinkles or some defining characteristics that they were not able to match. So there's a soul contract. They were coming in trying to interfere. They're confused about this soul contract. They were trying to just step into it, and they're not able to do that. They're a reflection. They're a reflection. They have no satisfaction while you're running around here loving yourself into health, And this third party wanted, they have to accept responsibility for what they did to family units and what they're trying to do to this family unit. The truth is revealed. They're a third party trying to step into your world, and that's just not going to happen. Look, this chaser was joking about how fun it is to hurt you. The more they hurt you, the better they feel. It's crazy, man. But you never gave up hope for this soul tie. You never gave up hope for it. And those who did not appreciate you and caused so much damage to your love, to your heart, they're getting detached from your beauty and everything that you have to offer, because they've been found guilty of being a jackwagon, and there is nothing they can do about it. So they're running away. They'll never change these habitual patterns, and they're in regret. But it doesn't matter. It's who they are. So what? They're regretting who they are? You know, they're not in regret for losing. They're just in regret for who they are, because that's who they chose to be, man. That's who they chose to be. And it's like, oh, I wish that it never happened. Well, no, you don't. You certainly intended for it to happen. You just are in regret over your choices, who you decided to be. Shitty little person. So they lost their opportunity because you are in reunion. You have come together. We will always come back to each other. So they made a bad investment. You are reunited. Secrets. You must be willing to say the truth and to hear the truth. You're reunited. Someone was lying about you, and now the truth is out about these secrets. Somebody's challenged by this magician manifesting something. There's unfinished business here. There's some serious stuff about to go down. It's been going down hard. What these people have been doing to this feminine is just, it's horrible. And they got to face it. They got to face the truth. They got to face it. They didn't do, the truth is out here. The truth is out here, and it's setting you free. So you are a loving person, and you've got this marriage. You've got this reunited marriage connection. These ones need to move on. They made a bunch of mistakes. You have been accepted. Blind spot. They didn't see this coming. They thought for sure that they could cast an illusion so great over you. You know, they thought that they were so powerful with all this hidden knowledge and secret knowledge that they could just knock you out of the block, right? But they made mistakes. So there was deception, manipulation, and they want forgiveness for it now. It's like, no, you don't. You're not. There's no forgiveness, man. There just isn't. Because all you want to do is keep it. They don't want it to end. So they want forgiveness because they don't want it to end. They were deceptive. But there's the Three of Swords here. So there's a divorce. They've been found unworthy. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I don't care that you don't want it to end. It's over, man. It's over. What the hell? Crazy freaking drama is all you freaking bring. Crazy drama is all you bring. And so we're just going to disconnect from that. Nobody needs it, man. Nobody signed up to gain pain in order to give a divine connection. That's just crap. Nobody wants it. Nobody freaking wants it. So they're tangled up. They're unable to free themselves from this web of this crazy drama that they have been trying to drum up for people, for you, for others. You've got your Eight of Pentacles here. You've developed a whole bunch of skills putting up with this monstrosity of whoever these people are. I don't think they're human, because I had a vision last night where somebody was shot with like a shotgun and green neon blood splattered everywhere. So these are aliens. These are invaders, and they are wearing the human-hosted body or a synthetic body or whatever. They're in this human form, but they're not human. And they cannot separate you from love. They cannot separate you from your love. You may be at a distance from each other, but they're unable to separate you. We've got pieces. They're in pieces. They're going to be picking up the pieces. Like I said, they got splattered all over the damn place last night. Everything's falling apart. You've got a Page of Cups here. A new sensitive love. Your values are in alignment, and it's not about money. It's not about money. And those people who did not keep their promises, those people who broke their promises regarding love and tried to break your heart and break your spirit, you could be leaving them behind, or they are getting left behind. Whoever broke their promises, you're leaving them behind, or they're getting left behind, because you've got new love where you have values that are in alignment. This card says we have too many differences, but it's in the reverse. So your values are in alignment, and you're leaving behind those who did not keep their promises. You don't like liars. You don't want people to give you pain so that you can give them everything good. You don't want that anymore. This is a completion of that heavy burden. Your heart is mended. You are mending your heart. You want to fix your heart. It's like, damn it, I don't want pain anymore, and I'm gonna choose differently. And that's just the way it is. So this is an ending for this bullpucky here. And everything you no longer need are falling away to make room for the love that you deserve. Apparently, this woman here that's in this reunion, she is creating a legacy, and these Dominator tyrants are really pissed off, and they're sending forward a henchman for some political party to take her out so that they can trap the essence, the energy, and the soul, and the celestial ship. So, but that's not going to happen. It's simply not going to happen. Divine Mother has already stated months ago that this is definitely not going to happen. It's a futile effort. So you're good. You're managing all this. You're in union. It's a loving, balanced union, and you're escaping this thing. And people want to escape. Look, exit plan. You've got an escape and an exit plan. You're managing yourself, which offers you an escape and an exit plan. See, they wanted to drop you into pain and suffering. They wanted to drop you into South Node. The more pain they cause you, the happier they are, because they can stick more negative bullshit onto you. They don't have any love in them. They don't have any wealth at all. They don't have any knowledge. They need to siphon it out of you and offload their dark, black soul energy onto you. And you're not going to do it because you were able to balance your pain and your suffering. You brought it into harmony within yourself, and you're like, you know what? I'm okay. So you maintained control. You have a secret commitment. They don't know what it is. I think they're trying to figure out who this masculine is. They might know who this masculine is. It's at a distance. It's a secret commitment. Empty. We got an empty vessel. The truth is, you simply don't feel fulfilled. It's worth the wait to find happiness. So there's a commitment here. It's empty. You may not feel fulfilled by it because it's a secret, right? Somebody has a long way to go before they find what they want. Burned. Crumbling. Everything they built on other people's energy is crumbling, is falling apart, and they're drowning. They're drowning here. Their needs aren't going to be met. They're going to be struggled. You're not supporting them anymore. You've got your counterpart here, whether it be unknown or at a distance. It could be that's why I'm thinking it's a spiritual, astral type of a thing, and you may not even know who this person is. But these childish people, they've lost, and they want forgiveness here. So it is what it is. They're crushed. They were playing games at love, and it looks like they've lost the game. They lost the game because they came up against a diamond. They weren't paying attention to what was important. The fact is that you became this fascinating and magnificent diamond. You have been cut and broken so many damn times that this light is shooting out of you in so many different directions, and you're hard. You're one of the hardest substances on this planet, and they cannot break you. All they can do is cut you, and then that light shoots off in a new direction. You just become brighter. You become more magnificent. You gain more clarity. They're reaching out here, trying to connect with you. They want to use your love as an escape route. They were tempted by the snake, and you're being fierce. It's like, you know what? Back off, because they just want you. They want to sleep with you. They want your sperm. They want your sacral or your root energy. They want it. Many flames that they put in the dark side might be coming at them right now. Last night I had a vision while I was in the very, very dark space, and I was visiting somebody or doing something. I don't know. But then there was that song, brighten up even the darkest night. So they're grieving because these many flames, perhaps that they put in this dark space, are coming for them. It could be that they're coming for them. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. a bunch of little secret keepers out here thinking they're God, sending out henchmen to stop this woman from creating a legacy, from changing minds, from changing perceptions. It's like, no, man, this isn't okay. Authenticity and transparency. You can't, don't dress it up and pretend it's something that it isn't, man. People are tired of being hurt, you know, offering their divine connections and energy in exchange for pain. They're sick of it. And these bullies, they want the money, but they didn't get it. They're just out there being a jackwagon. And they have these jackwagons who are so full of hate, they're willing to do anything to destroy love, especially if it's of a woman. And the sad thing about it is that there's women out there helping them. I don't think they're human. How can they be? They must not be. So they're blind. They can't see your schedule. It's a secret. So they've lost their opportunity. They made a bad investment. They've lost their opportunity for reunion. They're secret keepers. They cannot see the schedule. They are blind. They're not part of the schedule. They're challenged because of this. They're challenged what? By manifesting something, unfinished business. They got to face it. It's not right. There's something not right. They don't know the truth. The truth has set you free. You're reunited. You're privy to the secrets. Your schedule is hidden. Memory. They got to face it. What they did in the past, somebody said also, it was forbidden. Whatever these ones did, it was forbidden. You are love. You are this magnificent Ace of Cups love. Overpouring, overpouring. You brighten the darkest night. The darkest of the darkest night. You pour your love into it and boom, there is the love and the light, right? You've got acceptance here and you're moving on. These people made mistakes. They got caught up in a whirlwind. Working in their profession. They did not see what was going on. Perhaps they didn't know about your omniscience. They didn't know about your talent. They didn't know about your skills. They were trying to be deceptive here. They want forgiveness. It could be that they have never-ending nightmares coming to them. The nightmare won't stop. So they want to take out whoever it is that they feel is responsible for it. But they're divorced here. They're getting cut off. They've been found unworthy. They're unable to free themselves from this web of this crazy drama, this rabbit hole that they tried to stuff you in. They're stuck in it. And they want desperately to put you into it. This curator is saying, okay, guys, what do you want to do with her? So they're going after this woman. They want to know if this masculine is possessive. Like, is he willing to share? Is he willing to sell her out? You know, let her go. They're disturbed, man. They're mentally disturbed. They're freaking whacked in the cabeza. They've got never-ending disturbances. Never-ending disturbances. That's what they're coming. That's coming for them. They think if they can take out this woman, that it'll stop. They're being cast away. It's like, go away. Nobody wants you. See, and you've got this beautiful skill development, high standards. You're inseparable. It could be that this is an astral love union, and whatever it is that you're doing together is very masterful. It's very masterful. You two and your energy together is like cream of the crop. And these people, you're knocking them to pieces. You're bringing them, you're just destroying whatever it is this illusionary bullshit artistry is. You're bringing it to an end. Why? Because you're not losing. You're not suffering a loss. You're not taking a loss. These ones don't have any merit. They didn't earn any merit. So you're not losing to those who have no merit. They have no merit. You're not giving it up. You're not giving it up. You're like, this is my merit. This is my beautiful dog. I'm keeping it. They're furious. Oh, they're so mad. They hate this woman and her fate. They're furious about their fate. You've got a sensitive new love here with the Page of Cups. Your values are the same, and you're leaving behind those who did not keep the promises they made. They were playing with your heart. They tried to destroy your love. Internally, they tried to destroy you. They've been using your bodily fluids, your semen, and your energy to harness you. And now that she doesn't have access to this masculine anymore, it's not working. This masculine is offering his love cup to somebody else who he feels more in alignment with. And we've got hesitation. And we've got idea. So somebody doesn't know what to do because his halo is vibrant. They're listening to this person and this person. They're like, oh, what do I do now? Crap, the freaking light came on. They are in a realization mode. What do I do now? They don't know what to do. This is the completion of a heavy burden. And because this masculine and this feminine have fixed their connection, and everything they no longer need is falling away to make room for the love that they deserve. They didn't agree to suffer. We got natural disasters. Yeah, everything's in ruins. There's a freaking natural disaster happening for these ones. You're balanced and you're escaping this. You've got an exit plan. It could be that those who are in a natural disaster want to escape. Look, fate. You've got an exit plan. You're moving into your fate. You're moving into your fate. You're going to leave behind a beautiful legacy. And these ones want desperately to stop it. They want to get rid of you so bad. You're maintaining control. You have a secret commitment. And the truth is that you simply don't feel fulfilled, or somebody doesn't. It could be that you don't feel fulfilled because it's a secret. Look, the bully has an empty cup. The bully has an empty cup because you have maintained control. You are protected by this secret commitment, whoever this is. It doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. It can just be energetic and, a family tie. You may have a new family that is committed to you. And this bully has an empty cup. They were not able to take from you. And they're in a nightmare. They're in a nightmare because the sweetheart has aid. The Most High Divine is reaching down, saying and showing mercy to this person. Somebody wants to have a family with this sweetheart. This bully is messed up and sick over it. They could be having an accident. They're sending forth a henchman to do a thing to this person, and they're probably going to get into an accident and get hurt real bad. So, whatever. There's a mega project happening. This man and this woman are going to have a mega project. They're going to have land. They're going to have real estate. They're going to have union. And they will have family here. And there's a death to those who stubbornly refuse to stop coming after them. They will suffer death. Pride. They won't stop until they're forced. And that's what's going to happen. You are lucky here. You're coming into your reward. You love yourself. And this is the conclusion. You gain. You're going to get your reward because you love yourself to health. And when you love yourself to health, everything around you flourishes. These people are mad because you got the Midas touch. Everything you touch, it turns to gold. And there's flowers freaking everywhere. You're just this lovely human being that these a-holes want to dominate. But you have learned a lot through their efforts to dominate you. And now you get to take all of that knowledge and share it with your new family tree. You've got this vital force. You are full of life. There's marriage, there's commitment, there's reunion, there's new love, there's skill development that's inseparable with your union, is inseparable. They cannot stop it. They cannot stop it. And this network that had that was all in their head about you, they fell into a trap, or they will, because they won't stop. They're overloaded. They're fighting. They're overloaded, overwhelmed in this conflict. They won't stop. This is what they bring. They bring pain and suffering, dominator, tyrant, bullshit artistry, and it's all about the money because they're void. They have no love. They have no wealth. They have no real authority. The authority that they're trying to exert over the people isn't even holy. It's not even in the scriptures. They're just they're a Hierophant reversed, Emperor reversed energy. And they're trying to take. And they want all of the other masculines to do their bidding. And they're treating them like they're nothing more than a servant who should go to jail if they tell them they should go to jail in order to set somebody up. It's pitiful. But you're persevering through this challenge and you're daydreaming of this promise, the promise of eternal love. Yeah, these ones are getting rejected. They're going through withdrawals. They're being separated out of your energy, and that's justice. The law of cause and effect is in order. They will get what they have received. They want to apologize for all the magic that they've been doing to you. They want to compromise, and there just simply isn't no compromise. It's like, get out. Get out. You triumph over this, and they're in protesting. They're like, stop, I hate that bitch. And it's like they're stressed out. They could be having mental problems. There's evidence of everything that they did. There's been an investigation and a conclusion has been made. They deserve to lose their freedom for coming after the gift. And the gift is ready. The gift is ready for whatever is coming to them. And so is their counterpart. And they have family in mind. They're focused on family and they're focused on an authentic, transparent, love-filled, real simple world, man, where you're not dressing up like some little doll and going out there to glamour anybody. You're just presenting yourself true. And your alliances are working with you. They see you as trustworthy, honest, a good person who loves life and loves the animals. You're not going to sit there and try to unalive everything because you see yourself, invincible, godly, when you're not. You're the actual real deal, and you got a whole bunch of people working on your behalf. And these third wheel enemies who are coming after you, they're bound to every commitment that they tried to stick to you, and they're being cast away. Nobody wants to deal with them. They offer pain in exchange for divine connection, and it's just not acceptable anymore. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. It's time for you to go have a good time, to know who your friends are, to take a vacation. You have made a vow to each other and to Spirit Divine, and you honored it. You honored it. And you still honor it. This coach. It's like those who were obedient to this coach trying to curse your goals and rob you. These mask wearers. They were trying to curse you, your goals, your future, this mask wearer, so that they could rob you of eternal love. They were using religion to do it. They still are. And you're getting a miracle here, and they're furious about it. You're getting a miracle. It's called saving. You're being saved. And the curator and his buddies, they were pissed off the other day because they said he saved her. And they're super mad about it. You've got a miracle here. You were saved. By who? By the Lord, by God, by the Most High. They were like, not today, you little jackwagons. You're not taking this one, this chosen one. This high value, chosen one, who can bring love and flowers and beauty and peace wherever they go, because it's what is inside of them. See, when people who don't have love or peace or anything to offer inside of them, if they are void, that is what they're going to present to the world while they run around spending money, wearing freaking 3-piece suits and stuff, glamoring the world like they're this magnificent thing, but there's no peace or wealth inside of them. You are. This is what you are. And the Most High is like, you know what? Not today. You can't have that. So the family has a strategy here. The family has a strategy. They know what's coming. This is mind reading. They're psychic. This family is psychic. They know what these people are doing. They know when they're going to do it. And they know exactly where they need to stop them along that pathway. Yeah, they've got a lonely adventure coming to them. while you're going to be peaceful and blessed. These ones are in fright because they've been stopped. They've been stopped. They're just not very nice. That doesn't mean that they're not going to still try. You know, it could be that, you know, there's going to be a transition, however that happens. Whether it be for you or for them, there will be a separation, and they're not going to obtain you or your vital force, because the Most High is here claiming that stolen energy, that stolen contract, that divine contract that you have, that many people had, that was stolen. He's here claiming it. It's like, no, you don't get it. It wasn't for you. We're taking it back. And that's what's happening. And people are mad because some people are receiving, you know, some terrible things in their lives, but that's because they weren't honorable. And, you know, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe they were led down a path, but that just means there needs to be confession and some sort of, you know, repentance. But I don't know. It could be too late for repentance. Take it as it resonates. They're desperate. Again, secret. Secret. This schedule that you are on, it is secret, man. This reunion and its schedule is secret. Whatever it is you're doing, wherever it is you're going, whenever it is you're going to be meeting up, it's a secret. They cannot get into it. They're blind, and we got secret here twice. They don't know what the heck's going on, and they're really upset. They've lost their opportunity. They can't see into you. They cannot see into you. What a relief that is, huh? They cannot see into you. It's a secret, man. They're challenged because it could be that this is a magi, a mythological magi, somebody that wasn't supposed to exist. Both of you, these ones months ago, 10 months ago or something, they were like, I gotta figure out what the F this is. Like, they didn't know. They thought that you were gone, man. They were not expecting you to rise up out of that valley of that shadow of death. They were not expecting you to climb up out of that hellhole. They really figured they had you in there, and you could have been in there for centuries, you know. They may have completely forgotten about you, but here you are. Here you are. And there's unfinished business here. They got to face it. The truth has set you free. All of the history, all of the memories, the truth is out about it. And you are reunited. Again, this card on the bottom of it says reunion here. So we've got reunion out here twice. And so we've apparently got two mythological creatures out here of the original human race that are reunited, and they're super powerful together, collaborating. They are together, they are reunited, and they remember who they are, and what they're here to do. These ones can't move against it. They're super pissed off. They're trying, though. They're trying. They're like, what do you want to do with her? Like, whoever this woman is, she's got incredible gifts that the Most High Divine has seeded within her. And this masculine that is with her is a master magician. And as a team, they're like, boom, on it. Big old cup of love. Big old cup of love. There's acceptance here, moving on. They got to move on. They made some mistakes. They hit a blind spot. They didn't realize that you were omniscient, and you're not a negative being. There's no hostility in you at all. The work that you do is not hostile. It's a return of karma. You're simply giving back the gift of pain that you did not agree to take on in exchange for divine connection. That's all it is. I mean, yeah, it looks horrifying. It looks horrifying because what everybody has experienced over the last many thousands of years has been absolutely horrifying. So the return is going to look like a mess, man. So it's deception. All talk, haphazard action, manipulation. They want forgiveness. They have never-ending nightmares. And they're taking a trip. They're going somewhere. Or maybe they're going somewhere for never-ending nightmares. You know, they want forgiveness, or maybe they want to seek forgiveness in order to end somebody's sweet dreams. I don't know. I don't think so. They've got never-ending nightmares. They're on a mental trip, big time. There's divorced out of your energy. They cannot pull off of you. Don't care about them. You're like, get away from me. I don't want to have anything to do with you. They've been found unworthy. They cannot free themselves from this tangled web that they got themselves in, this crazy drama. And they're having supernatural disturbances, whether it be in the mind, which I think it is because you got sweet dreams in the reverse. They can't sleep. So, and plus they may have spirits in the house. All these spirits that they called forth to do harm to you are attacking them now, most likely. And they're desperate. They think that if they can unalive this feminine dignitary, that they can end it all. But she's highly protected. They were saying that there's like 1,000 individual protectors here with this couple or with this person, and they're desperate. They're mentally disturbed, man. They're so look, and there's mastery here. Master. They cannot separate them, and together they are masterful, skillful, and they're knocking to pieces everything that these greedy ones had going on. They are not suffering a loss to those who have no merit, to those who are void. They may even not have a soul. I mean, these are aliens, man, spattering green blood everywhere. Nasty creatures. Nasty locos. Look, they want to apologize. There's no apology. The apology is non-existent with these ones. An apology, if you accept it, is simply permission according to their own twisted thinking. But you've got new love here. There could be a happy surprise where the values are in alignment. Those people who did not keep their promises, they gave you pain for gain, and you're leaving them behind. They don't know what to do because you've got a freaking halo. And you're the one with all the ideas. You're the one who can manifest beauty and whatever it is you want to in this world. They want to check in with you. They want to check in. I want to check in and make sure everything's going well. Well, no, you don't. They just don't know what to do. They're like trying to get into your energy. They're upset that they're lost connection with your sperm. So this is a completion of a cycle of your 10 of Wands burden. You've fixed the connection with this divine feminine or divine masculine. Things you no longer need are falling away to make room for the love that you deserve. And these people are very, very frustrated. They're having natural disasters here. They want to offer advice, or they're getting unsolicited advice. Somebody's trying to tell them what to do. They think they have a solution for this natural disaster, and it's just not true. You're balancing yourself here, and you're escaping this. You've got an exit plan, and you're moving into your fate. It could be that they are upset. They're in a natural disaster. They're asking, what do we do? What do we do? Okay, guys, what do you want to do with her? What do you want to do? Because they need an escape. They need an exit plan. They're unhappy with their fate. Whatever this is, take it as it resonates. Brag. These braggarts. They want an exit plan. They were bragging all about you. Dominating you. Hurting you. Laughing. The more pain they brought to you, the better they felt about themselves. But you've maintained control of your pain, of your suffering. You've persevered through this. You are protected. You have secret commitments. And it may not be just with this magi. You could have commitments with 1,000 different protectors. Your new family tree is a humongous family, and they're not leaving your side. This bully has an empty cup. They're not feeling fulfilled. They're not going to get fulfillment here. It's goodbye. Goodbye, bully. Goodbye, bully. And that's bad news. Bad news for them. Bad news for their future. They don't know what to do. Without money, they're nothing. They want to say, I'm sorry. This imposter wants to apologize for trying to affect your health, for affecting your health in a negative way. This says, I'm going to be part of your health and wellness journey. They want to apologize for affecting your health in a bad way. But this is an imposter, and it's a trick. They're yelling at each other. They're fighting with each other. They don't know what to do. They're really pissed off that they've been led down a path of incoherency. Yeah. And we'll pull, I got to pull one more of this little tiny card here. Just know that they're attempting something, but you've got 1,000 protectors on you right now. So it might be a good idea to make a spirit plate, to make an offering, to thank them for being with you, to honor them, to pray for their safety. Look, you're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. Look, we got joy. Everybody's really happy. You're a sweetheart here. There's a young woman who's sick over some information about your lover and about this money and this house. Oh, they wanted it, but she was rejected. She was rejected. Yeah, she came in trying to be you, and she was rejected. They know. He knows. Whoever you are, you're soul tied. They can't separate you. And when somebody comes in trying to present themselves as you, this person knows it's not you. They've been cut off. They no longer have access to his semen. He's controlling his snake, so to speak. So they lost their opportunity. You are reunited, and you're both saying and hearing the truth. Your schedule, what it is you're doing, they're blind to it. It's secret times 2. Schedule is in the reverse. They cannot see your schedule. They don't know where you're going, what you're doing, when thing is going to happen. And it's like in the what is it, the Revelations or whatever. Like in that day, nobody knows that day or time. Some will be left and some will be taken or something like that. Hot tea. So those arrogant ones that are stuck up and haughty, it's secret. They cannot see what it is your schedule is. They don't know what this is. Whatever divination tools are trying to abuse, they're not able to find out. There's challenge by the willpower and the skill of this couple together. There's unfinished business here. They got to face it. The truth is out here. The truth has set you free. There's a reunion, and there's memory of all of the collaboration that they have done. Or they could be remembering what it is like to collaborate with each other. Like before, they had to walk through the valley of the shadow of death and crawl up out of that fiery inferno that these ones tried to stick them in. It's like they work together. It seems to me like this is a reunion, like they've known each other, and they could have known each other centuries ago. And they're working together. There's memory, and there's happiness. They're mythological beings, and his sperm and her energy were tied up for centuries, fueling this Dominator Tyrants patriarchal control system. So you are a cup of love. You're overflowing love, and you're coming, and whatever you touch, you got the Midas touch. Everything that you are around, it blooms. You're a flower garden. Your internal garden is like healing the world and the waters and everything. So we got the 5 of Cups in the reverse. There's freedom here and acceptance. These ones need to move on. They made mistakes. They got caught up in a blind spot. They weren't aware of your professional skills. You're omniscient, and you're not negative. You're operating out of a huge old cup of love. You are the gift to the world. Apparently, the Most High sent the gift to the world. The chosen are the gift to the world. You have this beautiful divine connection that you are here emanating throughout the realm, and you've got these other ones who want to take it from you and then dress up in the reward of it without doing any of the shadow work. They just want to pretend, and they're arrogant and hateful. deceptive. They want forgiveness, but forgiveness to them is permission to continue. They've got never-ending nightmares coming their way, and they could be traveling. They might be traveling somewhere. They might be, wherever they go in their dream world, they might be traveling, I don't know, astral travel. They've been talking about astral projection. This servant. A servant is sighing. They're very upset. They're sighing. They may have to travel. They're leaving. They need to get out of here. They're divorced out of your energy. They have suffered a loss. They've been found unworthy. They're unable to free themselves from this tangled web that they created. They're stuck in this crazy drama. They have no peace. They're mentally disturbed, supernaturally disturbed, and they're desperate. They want to reach out to you. They want to come and they want to put an end to you because they think if they can get your 3D self, that'll put an end to their nightmare. And that's just not the case. No matter what happens. Look, soldier, they're not able to fight it. This soldier can't fight it. They're desperate. They can't fight it. So their solution is to do something to the 3D temple that's housing this energy. This curator thinks he owns it. Centuries have gone by where he's been privileged to abuse the luminary family, the family of light. But you're together here, reunited. They cannot separate you from each other. You are masters when you are together. You have developed a lot of skills, maintaining your own inner garden and your own inner balance. And when you come together, it's like that brings an end to this heavy burden that you have been under. Everything's in pieces. Everything's falling apart for these people because you're not suffering a loss. Because of these people who have no merit. They want to apologize. Again, apology, forgiveness. And it's like there's it's a lie. It's a facade. Nothing comes forth from them but lies. There's no truth in them. They're void. Conversation. People are talking about it. They may want to talk to you, but I would highly suggest not. It could be that they want to apologize because the people are listening to this feminine here. They're hearing what she has to say, the truth of the history of it. Simple. Like she's just there in her beautiful dress. She's not dressed up, pimping herself out, trying to cause, gain attention and, convince everybody that she's this fabulous person. She's just there sharing their story. And they're wrapped with attention because why? Because they can relate to it. They didn't agree to take on pain in order for divine connection. That doesn't have to be that way. These people are Dominator tyrants. They love causing pain. And that is not what the divine has in store for them. It never was. You've got a sensitive new love here where your values are the same. You're leaving behind those who did not keep their promises. You've taken it as far as you can go and you're walking away. Those who broke their promises are hesitating. They want to check in because you're the one with the halo. You're the one with the ideas. You're the creator. You're the one who can manifest money. And they wanted to take you out and become you. They want to check in. They may need money. You are the cash cow. And they really think of you as a cow, chattel. And they need access to your semen, but you're not giving it to them. This feminine is really upset about that. So this is a completion of your heavy burden. You've mended this heart connection, and things you no longer need are falling away to make room for the love you deserve. That's leaving them in a natural disaster, and they're asking each other, what do you do? What do we do? Come on, guys, what do you want to do about this? They're having a big misfortune. Everything is falling apart for them. You are balanced here. It could be that they're afraid because this is a completion of your 10 of Wands burden. It could be that they're having to juggle all this stuff that they want to escape. They're looking for an exit plan from this fate. They were bragging about hurting you. Look, and they're not able to gain pleasure out of this anymore. They were bragging about getting your stuff and they didn't get it. They didn't get it. So they're really upset. They want to get rid of your 3D temple, man. But you've got protection here. You're maintaining control. You have a secret commitment. These people aren't coming anywhere near you. Their cup is empty. They're a bully, and it's time to say goodbye. There's a wedding. You're saying goodbye. There's a wedding here. You're the one who offers services to the community, and you're making your journey. You're going on down the road. Faithful, kind, and true. Somebody is waiting. There's a surprise here. They're waiting. They're surprised about this. There is imprisonment for them. They can't get out of their thoughts. This foe about your reunion with the Lord, with the love of the Lord. The Lord is here, claiming the energy and the essence of their family, whether they still be in body or not, whether these tricksters are dressed up in that energy belongs to the Lord's family, and he's claiming it. The energy of love, the energy of love isn't in these ones. So if they're dressed up in the energy of love, then that means that energy belongs to the Lord's family, and he's taking it. This priest is in sorrow. There's death. This is the end. It's the end of it. It's the end of it. So I hope this brings clarity to something you already intuitively knew, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.